Okay, now we're back at the front of the dryer. We looked at all three plenums. Like I said, the top one, the whole modules, heat, pressure heat. The next module down, pressure heat on the 2/3 top. And the bottom 1/3 of the bottom module is vacuum cool. When we adjust these doors here, these louvers on the side, right now we're running them all the way open, so we're getting air through here. We're taking some air through the drain. If we want the grain coming out of the dryer to be cooler, we start closing off these openings, and then that fan has to suck more through the grain. The wider the opening, the more capacity you're going to get out of your dryer. When you close it down, the tighter it is, the more cooling you're going to get, but you're going to lose a little capacity to do that. So pick the grain temperature you want. The wide open is probably going to be 110 maybe 120, depends on outside air temperature. All these beds got full floors in them. It's easy to handle grain there, and you can come out a little wetter. Close them down, you get down to 90 degrees, 80 degrees, 70 degrees. Then you're going to have to bring it out of the dryer a little drier. It won't take as much out in the cooling process. So my recommendation is leave them wide open. If you need to cool it, close them down until you come up with the kernel temperature you want. Now, before we do anything, when we show up on the job site, me and my guys, we go through, we set all the overloads, we figure out what the motor's rated at, full load amps, and then we calculate the service factor, and then we set our overloads. These are breakers that'll trip if the motors work too hard or if they're not set properly. We also have other overloads over here, so we set all the overloads, make sure all your breakers are in the up position, and then this cabinet is pretty much ready to go. But we do all that on startup. Come over here to the side. You're going to see this box. We've got a bolt in it and we've got it bolted shut. This is a manual box. If I were to throw this on manual, I can actually run the dryer through this box. The Sukup family was concerned that if it's in an area with a non-servicing dealer, if the PLC in here goes bad, you can actually run the dryer through a manual backup mode. I've never had to do that. This has been on the dryer since 2009. When somebody calls us for service, we're usually there the same day or the very next day. So I'm not even going to show you how to run this because if you got a good servicing dealer, you shouldn't even need it. But before we go inside, this is what we call the main power box. On the main power box, emergency stop has to be out. The computer switch has to be the computer. If it's off or that's in, you're not going to get anything at the control. But once again, main power box. That's pretty critical that you understand that terminology. Let's come over here to the air system. The air system box, in this case, is located right here. You have to have all switches up, and then you have to push the green button, and the system ready light should be on. If this air system is wired properly into the dryer, the unload on the dryer controls the air system. You turn on the unload, the air system turns on. You turn off the unload, the airlock shuts off, the blower times out, the lines are clean. So this is properly wired into the dryer and it will be controlled by the dryer unload. So once again, all the switches up, push the button, ready system light is on. Now we can go into the QuadraTouch controller.